Hello everybody and welcome to a Friends Friday video with me, Derpy Dodo, in Derpy's Little World. What I'm going to do today is, well, I figured the other week in Derpy's Little World we had a bit of a boat race. And we've got the Derpy dock there. We've got our little boats. We've got a little race course, which is kind of out there in the sea, which you probably saw if you watched the Derpy's Little World episode. And we've got some other stuff, weird Samco things going on. I have to have a little rummage around there. There's been some odd things happening in Derpy's Little World. I figured what I'm going to do during my Derpy's Little World episode today is I'm going to go over here somewhere. I found a little spot earlier I quite like the look of. What's this here? This is odd. What's this stuff? Very strange. Ah! There we go. Over here in the water. You have a little swim over here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And we're going to build something during today's episode, hopefully. And so I'll give you a rundown of my week, really. Let's grab some tools. Oh, I'll keep the chicken. I don't really want that. I'm going to have the stone bricks. Might need the armour and the sword. We'll take those anyway. I don't think I'm going to need any of this other stuff. Got some spare chests, that's alright. So yeah, as you can see, I've collected a bit of stuff, so I can do a bit of building. And I'm going to build what's called a dry dock, which is usually where they build really large boats. We've got a sky boat, and we've got some little boats with a Derpy dock, but I kind of fancy having a really big sort of sailing boat maybe. So I thought I'd do that. I'll get these trees out of the way. Probably the wrong tool for this, I'm sure somebody will tell me. And as I said, we're going to have a little talk about my week as I go around chopping these trees down. So what's Derpy been doing this week? This week has been the first week where I've not done a Derpy video every day. I've recorded a couple, I've got a couple saved up, but I've sort of relaxed a little bit, and it's kind of nice, to be honest. It's nice to take a bit of a relaxation week. I've got a day job, as I've mentioned before. I work every day. Well, I say every day. Most weekdays. I'm actually off today, which is kind of nice. It's a Friday. I'm actually recording this on a Friday, which is unusual. Normally it gets done a few days before. But yeah, so I work every day, and I do Minecraft pretty much every day as well. Well, almost every day. Probably every other day, but I play a lot of games. And it's something I really enjoy doing and I love. And a lot of people ask me, you know, how do I make my videos better? That's one that's come up a lot this week. And I don't know, is the honest answer. What do you think's not good about your videos is always a good start. I mean, what is it that you don't like about them? And then just change that. But I tend to find, just enjoy what you're doing. And for me, I really enjoy playing a bit of Minecraft. It's relaxing. It's my go-to thing at the end of the day. I should have made a bucket. That's going to be a bit awkward. I'm not even sure I wanted to do that, really. Oh well, not to worry. Let's just tidy this up a little bit. I'm sure we can make that something useful later on. Yeah, so I just like to try and enjoy what I'm doing for a start. I mean, if you're enjoying it, other people are bound to enjoy it. I mean, you're not going to be the only person that enjoys mucking around in Minecraft and filming it. There's a lot of Minecrafters out there that do this kind of thing. What am I doing? I think that's probably... Should we go a little bit wider? I think we might make a really big boat. It'd be cool, wouldn't it? Let's go a bit wider. And go out on the high seas and be pirates. Arr. But yeah, just making good videos. Just enjoy it. Enjoy what you're doing. Take your time over it. Don't rush things. It doesn't have to be out any particular time. You've got no deadline apart from to yourself, really. So if you say, right, I want to make this video, don't say like I want to get it done now. This is something I've been saying to Dizzy recently, because he's got his own channel. I'll pop the link up in the description of this one. But Dizzy makes his own little Minecraft videos. He makes Counter-Strike videos, CSGO, Counter-Strike Go. But he's been doing little animations really recently, and they're really good. I've got to do a voiceover. I've got a bit of trouble with my sound. I've mentioned sort of in the week, so I'm borrowing Clare's headset at the moment. That should hopefully get sorted out over the next few days. I'll get some new bits from the computer, and it will stop making all sorts of funny noises, and things will hopefully stop randomly not working, which has been a bit of an issue for me. which kind of comes into making good videos, I guess. As I said, take your time over it, enjoy it. But the other thing is, like, I seem to find quite a lot of people will make a video and I don't know, I'm not sure whether some people just don't watch it after they've made it, or they think, you know, that'll do, or I don't know. Not to say that what they've done is bad, but one thing I do tend to do to try and get my videos being like, so the sound makes sense on them, is I've got two screens. I realise not everybody's got two screens, but what I tend to do is I'll have a YouTube video of somebody I like on the other screen going at the same time, or I'll have the, you know, you can do like just view random videos and just leave it on autoplay so it sees different videos and things. That's something I do quite frequently. So if I get somebody on here who's going, you left me a comment, how did you find me? That's how I found you. I've just put the video player on random and I've had it on the background while I've been doing other things, and usually playing away on Minecraft and things like that. So, you know, maybe I've left you a comment saying, hey, that was really good, and that's how I've done it. But yeah, part of the reason I do that, not the whole reason I do that, because I like watching stuff on YouTube. No, part of the reason I do that is so when I'm making my own video, if I'm making it with my headset or things, I can't always tell how the sound is, you know, how it's coming out. So if I then watch my own video back with somebody else's playing, and they sound about the same sort of level, and I can hear myself talking, and I can hear them, I know I've got the level right, because I'm not sure if you noticed, if anybody's watched some of my older stuff, sometimes things can be really quiet, or a bit too loud, or a bit of overhearing or whatever. I mean, I know I had that issue where I didn't record anybody else's sound, which was a bit rubbish. And I've had it a few times where it's recorded everything, but one person's been really quiet and you can't hear them too well. It kind of spoils it, really. So that's one thing I do to make good stuff. Hopefully I'm not rambling too much here. This is a bit more of a Derpy Rambles episode, I think, than a Friends Friday. But hopefully that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. That's why you've come here, is to listen to me rambling on to myself. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You're just watching me play a bit of Minecraft today. I thought I'd do something different. I'm really struggling. Pickle P, if you're watching, I'm really struggling with that room. I have been filming it, but I'll take the cut from when I actually get it, because it's really difficult. And what else am I doing? I've been doing some Kerbal Space Program, which I've not really advanced on, so I've not got any shots of that, unfortunately. I keep crashing things, I keep blowing stuff up. Or my recent one is I get my Kerbals into space, I get them orbiting the little planet, and then something goes either catastrophically wrong and it explodes in space, or they just ping off into space and I run out of fuel, and then yeah, they're just not coming back from that. So that's what's happening there. What else we got? Somebody said, might have even been yesterday, I should play, was it Who's Your Daddy, I think it was called. I looked it up, and that's a very odd game. It's like a one-on-one thing, so I might have to see if I'll get Squiggly Bob that, and we'll play that one. It's a bit weird. One person plays the father, and he tries to stop his baby from killing itself, and then the other person plays the baby, and your aim is to kill yourself. That's a really, really weird game. Really weird game. I was a bit not too sure about that one when I saw that, so might be seeing that. Possibly not though. I thought it was a bit weird. You never know. What else has been going on this week other than Derpy relaxing a little bit? Well, bit of real world stuff recently. I'm downscaling on some of my other... Ooh, drowning, apparently. Downscaling on some of my other hobbies. I've got a lot of hobbies. I have a habit of collecting things as well. I, at the moment, own quite a few too many cars. I'm trying to get rid of some of those. There's just a bit of downscaling, bit of real world stuff, bit of relaxing, bit of taking it easy. Let's get this bit finished off, and then we'll come back to when we're building something, I think. We'll do a little bit of editing, a little bit of cutting, and then we'll talk about editing. And we're back. Hello. Right, hold on. I've got that in my hand. That should be over there. Ooh, 2 votes. That'll be why I had another one. Okay, with the trees that I've cut down, I've made a few ladders. I had to make myself some new tools as well. I've got a bit of stone going. so I can make some more bricks, because I brought some with me, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And I'm going to show you the next bit of my little dry dock build. It's going to be a dry dock. Hopefully it's going to be a wet dock at some point. I'll be able to get my boat out onto the sea, which will be really cool. But what did I say I was going to do? I said I was going to talk about editing stuff just before I vanished, and then came back again, didn't I? Yeah, so editing things. Hang on, let's get down here and put my ladder in before I dig myself a hole and forget about it. That should be alright to get down without falling. Hey. Yeah, editing stuff. That's another one of these things which is just take your time. People ask me a lot about what programs I use to edit things and film stuff. Filming stuff is a nice little program called OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. If you pop that into your search engine, you should be able to find it. As I said, it's free, it's compatible with most things as far as I'm aware. Can be a little bit complicated to set up if you're not too sure. I did a tutorial on it a while ago, but I'm still learning myself. There's plenty on YouTube, plenty of people use it, and they've got some pretty good forums with some helpful people in there. They're quite happy to give you some pointers and help you out. So that's what I use for recording things. And there's all sorts of stuff on there you can change around to make stuff look better. I've been giving Dizzy a few pointers recently on his videos and how to record things and make things look a little bit better with OBS. And they're coming out pretty cool looking. He did a really funny one recently I enjoyed, again CSGO. I had a proper little giggle to that. I don't know what music he used, but it was really funny. But again, editing is just a case of take your time. I started off editing things when I did my first videos with a program called Movie Maker, which I believe comes free on your Windows. A lot of people have got it now. It's definitely free on Windows 10. I'm pretty sure it's free on Windows 7 as well. I think it's probably one of these Windows programs you can download for nothing. But just pop Windows Movie Maker into your search bar on your computer and you might find that you've already got it. I didn't know I had it until Claire told me. So, you know, it's one of those things. But yeah, give that a little look. It's a pretty simple little program. And it will do to start you out. You'll get an idea of what you're doing with things and how to edit stuff if you're not too sure. And again, there's quite a lot of tutorials on that, and people will quite happily give you tips and explain how to do stuff. And you can do actually quite a lot with it. Claire's little videos, I'll stick a link to that one on the description as well. Claire makes her own stuff and they're really good, they're really enjoyable. I have a water leak, that's not good. My patented sponge technology is breaking down on me. Hang on, let's get up there and plug the hole. Right, that's pretty much all the sponge I've got left. Luckily there's 3 dry ones on the top. We got those from when we went to the underwater temple thingy. Me and Squiggly Bob killed the guardian doodads. We've got to go back there and collect some more stuff because there's some really awesome things, especially the sponge. Sponge is great, especially for plugging holes, soaking up water, which is how I've emptied this out. I plopped those sponges around, sucked it all up, and now I'm just digging out the hole. But rather than rambling about digging out the hole, once I've done this, I'm going to line it with this stuff, which I think looks pretty cool for a start. Anyway, I like textures. They are good. They are. There's a derpy saying for you. I like textures. They are good. But no, in all honesty, I use what is it? I use a texture pack called Old Faithful, and it's a. Hang on, let me show you. Let me go into our resource pack bit. It's a 32 by 32 texture pack, and there's all my other textures. They're all coming up red at the moment because it's 1.9 seems to think that nothing's going to work. Nothing's going to work with your texture packs because they're all old, but they all work okay. I've not found anything that doesn't work on them yet. I found a few little things which I wasn't expecting, which is pretty cool. I think the only person I've known had trouble with texture packs so far is Squiggly Bob, when he couldn't see the rabbit the other week. But so far, I've not had an issue yet. 1.9 has been good to me, and it's been good to Derpy's Little World. But I've been talking for a while now, and I think I probably should stop building this thingy for a bit, because it's rather large. It's taken me quite a lot of time off camera so far, as you can probably imagine, because this is quite a big area. And hang on, let's just do this last pile up here, and then we'll head over to Hall of Heroes, which obviously is the point of my Friends Friday videos. not just me talking randomly about making videos and editing things. Which, one last comment on that, if anybody wants any tips or anything, or you think I might be able to help you, or you've downloaded one of these programs and you're playing around with it and you've got some trouble, feel free to ask me. If I don't know it, I'll try and look it up for you. I'm no genius, not guaranteed that anything's going to be perfect, it's going to work brilliantly first time with you, but you can have a go, can't you? But here we are, Derpy's Hurl of Heroes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly flick through my wall of comments and pick out some nice ones, and then whoever's left me the nicest comment this week is going to go on the wall. I think that's what we're going to do. I know who I'm putting up. Right. Hello, Dodo Army. How are we doing? Have we got... Oh, can't close doors. Good. Me. There we go. So, we got any new recruits? We have. There's some eggies. Thank you. Dodo Army. Dodo Army. You're doing well. Wait, you did it. Right. Before I started collecting eggs and talking to my chickens like a crazy person, I was going to put somebody on the wall, wasn't I? Thankfully I've got some new ladders, because I'm going to need them by the look of it, because we're starting to get to the top of this section of wall, and we will have to branch out soon. So, got a little space to fill. I really need to sort my ceiling out. Anyway, stop procrastinating, Derpy. Put somebody on the wall. Okay, this week, relatively new subscriber, but Tiger Games 2599. You left me a couple of really nice comments this week, and it really cheered me up in the morning. I was having a bit of a bad day, to be completely honest. Tiger Games 2599 said, "This is really good, better than 90% of the Minecrafters." Now, I don't think I'm better than 90% of the Minecrafters at all. I constantly fall off things. I've done quite well today. I've not set myself on fire, I've not drowned, and I've not fallen off anything, but it does make a change. I think something's got to do with Squiggly Bob there, but I don't consider myself to be better than a lot of the Minecrafters. We've been in Derpy's Little World for a while now, building things, and it's just a happy place, and that's all I want for people to see. And I want to spread the happiness. I want people to enjoy it when they look at Derpy's Little World and watch my videos. That's what I'm after. I don't consider myself to be better than anybody, but for you to say that meant a hell of a lot to me. So thank you very much, Tiger Games. I'm going the wrong way. I want to go back over this direction somewhere. But yes, thank you very much. So I've put you on my wall of Hall of Heroes. You're on the wall. Your name is up there with all the other people's, and I'm failing at doors again. Oh no! Right, yes, you're up the top. I've missed a space, but that doesn't matter. We can fill that next week. So yeah, Tiger Games. Thanks for that comment, buddy. That was really nice of you. Right, I'm going to end this now, because I have babbled on for quite a while this week, haven't I, guys? But I hope you enjoyed me having a little chat, having a little down-to-earth Derpy time, talking about videos and all sorts of other stuff. And yeah, join us tomorrow for a Derpy's Little World, where I believe we are going to the end at some point. It should be quite interesting. Don't know if we're going to kill the Ender Dragon. I expect I'm probably going to die tomorrow. Yeah, I expect I'm probably going to die tomorrow. And we got Squiggly Bob. I think we've got a Clare. I'm going to see if I can get hold of Dizzy, because I'm sure he'd enjoy it, and we might even have some new stuff. So hopefully our Derpy's Little World 1.9 The End episode won't be the end of Derpy's Little World at all. Might be the end of me a couple of times. But yeah, join us tomorrow for that, and I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you enjoy this. And have a good Friday, and a good weekend, and happy Easter. See you later, everyone. Bye.